So we go in and Kelly and I will both sit with the client. We ask them what pieces are really important to them, and then because I am quite blunt, if it's a piece that might be beautiful to them but that is not going to appeal to a wide variety of people, then I'll say you need to edit this out as well and tuck it away until you're done with this process. And then we make the decision on how we're going to style the home. We don't stage, we style, so that it shows well for photographs and shows well for when realtors are bringing people through. People don't live in a home that is staged. Sometimes when I walk in, you'll see like a front bench that people sit on to take their shoes off and on, and instead they have like a bouquet of flowers sitting on it. No one does that. No one lives like that, right? So when we get asked to help a client stage their home if they're getting it ready to sell, the first thing I do with that is the exact same thing we do when we're doing a design project is, where are you guys going? What's your budget? What's your next steps? Because it completely changes how we're going to get them the best bang for their buck when they sell their home. Because you want to be able to sell to people that want to be able to see themselves living in that space. But nobody lives with flowers on their front bench, right? So I don't understand why people do it. It also drives me crazy when people karate chop pillows. Nobody sits on the top of a pillow and karate chops it. Anyways, that's just me. Nothing wrong with it. If you like your pillows karate chopped, you keep karate chopping your pillows. And then number one thing we do every single time, which everybody should do anyways, even if they're not selling their home, is edit their stuff. Get rid of stuff you don't need, make your piles. We like to set up tables and say this is for garbage and recycling, this is for Facebook Marketplace, this is to give away, or this is to just pack that you want to keep. And we just sort it all out. Sometimes we help them, especially if they're struggling with not being able to get rid of stuff that they haven't used in many, many years. So you just need to edit what you have. That is always the first step. When you're getting a home ready to sell from a designer perspective, you gotta go for the biggest bang for your buck. So if the walls are all weird colors, you gotta do it cheap and cheerful. You gotta paint the walls out, for sure. Secondary to that is if the lighting fixtures in the home are really old and dated, it's actually really easy to change out light fixtures, and you can quite quickly and easily go to any of your local home hardware stores and pick up current on-trend fixtures for very low investment for a very large bang for your buck. So we do that. The other thing that is critical is bedding. Again, it's a very small investment if you go to HomeSense, or even some of our favorite bedding we buy on Amazon. You can check out our affiliate link for that. There's one we love, love, love. And it makes a huge difference. It needs to be clean and simple, and there is a real talent to making a good bed. Go and get inspiration from Pottery Barn, Crate & Barrel, Restoration Hardware. They make beautiful beds. They're not real. It's not how people sleep with double duvets and layering of blankets. Most of us don't have time to do all of that. And it's just a really good way to spend an amount of money that isn't gonna blow the budget to make a huge impact in the bedrooms. I'm actually preparing to sell my own property, and we had staged it quickly. And I brought two people through, and they both made comment that the dining room table was set weird. That, is it like, are you having a party? Like, why is all this cutlery and plates on the table? So I gave that feedback back to our team and said, this didn't make them feel like they were gonna come and sit at this table and have breakfast. They noticed that it felt weird. It felt too stiff. It didn't feel authentic. And then we redid it, and the next time someone came through, the first thing that they said is, wow, I just feel really peaceful in this home. So it's a very big difference to making it feel like you're walking either into a magazine shoot or that you're walking into somewhere that people obviously don't live like this. I will be honest, our home when we staged it and they said it was very peaceful, we still don't live like that. There was like nothing out, but there is a fine line with that. One of the rooms that we worked on recently had no closet space. It was all drawers, which is fine. It worked for the family, but it makes it challenging for the realtor not to call it a den or an office. So we looked at it and we didn't want to spend a whole lot of money in redoing all that had been done in the room. So we came up with a concept to flank the window on both sides of the bed with two narrow armoires that actually ended up looking great. Made the room feel bigger, created the space, allowed the realtor to do what it did, and at a very low cost to the client to add that. I also say, listen to your realtor. We talk to the realtors because we want to know, is it someone that is downsizing? Is it somebody who's moving with family? We need to know who the buyer is. Yeah, you just got to get creative, right? With creative solutions, even when you're staging a home.